I reached Kailash, वो तो एक अद्भुत से भी और अद्भुत नजारा था, that visual. Because like I always say, uh, compared to the other mountains, Surya, this is not even a mountain. It looks like a crystal. I'm sure you've seen the pictures of Kailash, but
Yes.
when you see it in real, it can change you. तो ऐसे माना जाता है कि गौरी कुंड is the पवित्र कुंड. राक्षसस्थल में जो पानी है, it is not palatable, मतलब आप वो पी नहीं सकते. I call it the spiritual lake, is Lake Mansarovar. And वहाँ पे Surya, that is like an ocean, and it's got amazing qualities. मतलब ऐसे कहा जाता है कि वहाँ पे not just human beings, but even enlightened alien beings as well. They take a dip.
So, welcome back, everybody. Today's our guest is so special for me, Mayur Kalbag, sir. You might know him. You have seen him on Ranveer podcast. He's a Shiva, a writer of book Aghori, and a beautiful painter too. So, first of all, thank you so much, Mayur sir, for joining me here. It's my honor to host you on the podcast.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you for joining.
मुझे,
So,
I just want to say one thing, that your sincerity and perseverance to have me on your show, and your respect for me and my thoughts is something I'm really touched by, and that's why I feel also very honored and excited to be on this show.
thank you, sir. So, Mayur sir, शुरुआत आपकी like I want to go from your journey. तो शुरुआत आपकी जर्नी से करते हैं, लाइक स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी से. तो लाइक मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि आप जब कैलाश गए थे, तो आपने वहां पे रणवीर के पॉडकास्ट में मेंशन किया था कि आपके लाइफ में एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट आया था. तो थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताइए, थोड़ा कैलाश मानसरोवर और राक्षस ताल के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि मैं जब रिसर्च कर रहा था तो राक्षस ताल और कैलाश मानसरोवर शायद अगल बगल ही है, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में बताइए.
ठीक है. So I'd like to begin by saying that because spirituality is a big word, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से when I was living in Mumbai, अभी तो फिलहाल मैं पूना में हूँ since the last 20 years, मेरा एक क्या कहते हैं वो रेजिमेंटल लाइफ हुआ था. सुबह उठ के गेट रेडी फॉर ऑफिस, फिर वो ट्रेन पकड़ना, फिर उसके बाद बस पकड़ना, फिर ऑफिस पहुंचना, एंड देन यू हैव टू बी एट योर बेस्ट, and you're also not doing something that you like to do. You're okay, you're happy, not very happy. सीधा वहां से within 3-4 days I was transported to Mansarovar and Kailash. तो मेरा ये मानना है कि nature has an ability to transform you. Mother nature I'm talking about, not only human nature but mother nature. So when I saw the mountains, जैसे when we entered the Himalayan range, the region, it's not just the Kailash तो बाद में हम पहुंच गए, but even to see the mountains around you, the Himalayan mountains, मन खुल जाता है. I think your capacity to think widens. So in my case, what happened na, Surya, is I started questioning myself. कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ मुंबई में, वो अपना जो रोजी रोटी के लिए करता हूँ, इज दैट द ओनली रीजन व्हाई आई एम अलाइव? तो ऐसे ऐसे प्रश्न जागृत हो गए. सच क्वेश्चंस गॉट अवेकन्ड, सूर्य, एंड आई थिंक आई एंजॉयड एक्सप्लोरिंग सच क्वेश्चंस. कि हम काफी लोग कहते हैं कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी में यू हैव टू आस्क दीज क्वेश्चंस, हु एम आई, वेयर हैव आई कम फ्रॉम, वेयर आई इंटेंड टू गो. ये बहुत बड़े बड़े प्रश्न है, बट आई थिंक जब मैं वहां गया ना हिमालयस में, तो ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत नेचुरली आ गए, बिकॉज द साइट जो विजुअल था वो बहुत अद्भुत था, एंड आई फेल्ट लाइक बीइंग विद द माउंटेन्स ऑल द टाइम. एंड देन द क्वेश्चन केम, तो मैं कर क्या रहा हूं मुंबई में, पैसा कमा रहा हूं, लेकिन एम आई हैप्पी? बिकॉज आई फेल्ट मोर हैप्पीनेस व्हेन आई वाज विद द माउंटेन्स. एंड देन व्हेन आई रीच कैलाश, वो तो एक अद्भुत से भी और अद्भुत नजारा था, दैट विजुअल. बिकॉज लाइक आई ऑलवेज से, compared to the other mountains, Surya, this is not even a mountain. It looks like a crystal. I'm sure you've seen the pictures of Kailash. But
Yes.
when you see it in real, it can change you. Certain visuals can change you completely. And I think that's what happened to me is it made me realize that I'm not only going to go back and do a 9 to 5 job, which I'm not even happy with. I'm going to follow what I love to do, which was teaching. And I already used to teach Sanskrit shlokas to kids. I was keen to teach, but then, when you're in a metro city, teaching say, unfortunately, paisa to nahi milta hai utna. You want to go for professions which pay you, like marketing, etc. But I felt that I realized that money is not the only thing. Wahan pe, money is important, very important. Even to go to Kailash, I needed money. But money is not most important. What is more important is to feel sincere, genuine joy. And that's like my response to your question, that I think that made me more spiritual. It got me connected to Kailash. It got me connected to the mountains. It was as if they're talking to me, not in words, in telepathy maybe, or maybe just the way they are. मैं सुन रहा हूं लेकिन वो बोल नहीं रहे हैं, मैं सुन रहा हूं लेकिन. I think that's how my spiritual journey became more strong. मैं ऐसे नहीं कह रहा हूं कि उसके पहले I was not spiritual. Maybe I was, because I read my first book, the autobiography of a yogi by Swami Yogananda, when I was 16 and a half or 17 years old. So, and when I went to Kailash, I was 28. So, वो था. लेकिन जो एक रॉकेट हो गया, it just, मतलब फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से डायरेक्टली 10 times higher गया मैं when I went to Kailash, and that too with my guru Swami Sadyojat Shankarashram. मतलब क्या होता है when you go to such places ना, वो तो अद्भुत ही है, लेकिन आप अगर गुरुओं के साथ जाते हो तो इमेजिन करो फिर एक अलग ही वातावरण होता है. So yeah, that's how I think it happened. Coming to your other question about the Rakhastaal and the Kailash Parvat, I would also like to bring in the word Mansarovar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and there is another lake called Gauri Kund. तो ऐसे माना जाता है कि गौरी कुंड इज द पवित्र कुंड. राक्षसस्थल में जो पानी है, इट इज नॉट क्या कहते हैं उसको, पैलेटेबल, मतलब आप वो पी नहीं सकते ना. इसके दो कारण होते हैं. एक तो फ्रॉम दी फिलोसॉफिकल, फ्रॉम दी मतलब जो देवता और राक्षस के जो उनके लाइव्स थे, तो इससे माना जाता है कि राक्षसस्थल में the Rakshasas, the people with evil minds, मैं उनको राक्षस कहता हूँ, not just with the horns and all. Human के अंदर एक राक्षस अगर जागृत हो गया तो that person becomes a Rakshas, right? When he does evil or she does evil. What I'm trying to tell you is that Rakhastaal is known for negative vibrations because of, ऐसे माना जाता है कि वहां पे पुरातन काल में the evil spirits used to take a bath, and Gaurikund is where the Devata, Devis, and all the spiritual beings used to take a bath. So that is what I know about Rakhastaal, and मेरा जो है ना knowledge is very experiential. To be honest, I'm not a Google person. मैं encyclopedia नहीं हूँ. I'm more into meditation, and जो मुझे एक्सपीरियंस होता है मैं फिर वो शेयर करता हूँ. तो जहां मैं गया, मैंने देखा, एंड मुझे कहा गया कि वहां पे मत जाओ, वी शुड नॉट गो देयर. तो मैंने पूछा क्यों. तो कभी कभी दूसरों के नॉलेज को सुन के भी हम नॉलेज ग्रहण कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स हाउ आई रियलाइज दैट Rakhastaal has got a negative energy. Now that there could be a scientific point as well, which is it could have negative radiations, whereas Gauri Kund will have positive radiations. Now, this is what I know. But beyond both the lakes, the lake which has always been respected, revered more than any other lake, I call it the spiritual lake, is Lake Mansarovar. And wahan pe, Surya, that is like an ocean. And it's got amazing trees. मतलब ऐसे कहा जाता है कि वहां पे not just human beings, but even enlightened alien beings as well. They take a dip in those waters. And हमने भी वहां पे dips लगाए. as in we took 3 dips in the waters. And ऐसे कहा जाता है कि पाप धुल जाते हैं, या you start feeling a very high sense of positive energy. तो मुझे इतना ही पता है कि you feel pure because that water is very pure. बस इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ अभी के लिए about your questions.
सर आप आपने एक्चुअल वैसा फील किया मानसरोवर में डुबकी लगा के?
देखो क्या होता है, आप उस क्षेत्र में जब भी जाते हो ना, your mind also starts thinking in a way which is extremely positive, refreshing, vibrant, because of माहौल ही ऐसा है. And then what happens is like आइसक्रीम में डबल स्कूप मिलता है जब भी आप so when you go to Himalayas, it's like an ice cream. When you go to Kailash and Mansarovar, it's like triple scoops मिलते हैं, because unexpectedly वो vibrations की intensity बढ़ती है. So did I feel? Yes, I did. And when you're doing मंत्र जपा, आप जब भी कोई मेडिटेशन करते हो तो फिर वो उसको जब भी आप फिर मानसरोवर में जाके वहां पे आप प्रार्थना करते हो, तो वो जो इम्पैक्ट होता है ना, दैट इज अनएक्सप्लेनेबल. एक पवित्रता फील होती है, एक प्योरिटी फील होती है, एक डिविनिटी फील होती है, जो शायद यू विल नॉट फील दैट मच अदर प्लेसेस.
सर कैलाश के बारे में मैंने सुना है लाइक कि वहां पे बर्फ भी है, ग्रीनरी भी है, डेजर्ट भी है, एक साथ सारे लाइक वेजिटेशन के जितनी भी चीजें हो सकती हैं वो एक साथ एक जगह पे अवेलेबल होना बहुत ही मुश्किल है, वो केवल कैलाश में है.
वो Surya, it's not in Kailash. Surya, it's not like Kailash is a mountain. Technically, it's a mountain. Spiritually, it's something beyond just a mountain. उसके इर्द गिर्द जो है ना, जो रीजन है, हिमालयन रीजन, we also came across sand dunes. जैसे डेजर्ट वाला फील आ गया. अभी देखो, if you go back in time, ऐसे कहा जाता है कि even the Alps, जो यूरोपियन माउंटेन्स है, एल्प्स एंड हिमालयाज, बहुत millions of years ago maybe, or thousands of years ago maybe, they were all together. And then there was a tectonic shift, oceanic tectonic shift. And मुझे लगता है these geographical जो changes हो गए ना, उसमें थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे भी changes आ गए कि एक डेजर्ट वाला जो एस्पेक्ट था वो वहां पे रह गया हिमालयन रीजन में. एंड बिकॉज इट्स एट अ हाइट, फिर वहां पे स्नो भी है. When it's summer, you can really feel the sun rays because it's at a height above sea level. तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है वो सब एक ही रीजन में you can come across different geographies, like different aspects of regions. Like deserts भी है, snow भी है, mountain भी है, rivers भी है, सब कुछ है.
ओके ओके, गॉट इट. अच्छा सर, एक चीज मेरे दिमाग में लाइक यू कैन से माय पर्सनल क्वेश्चन कि सर एक्चुअली स्पिरिचुअलिटी का पर्पस क्या है? लाइक खुद को जानना या फिर लाइक भगवान से मिलना? स्पिरिचुअलिटी का पर्पस क्या है हमारी लाइफ में?
It's a very big, deep question, but I can put a simple answer which is practical for me. Is I think spirituality for me personally is about becoming a better human being. अंदर का जो स्पिरिट है, जो मैं कहता हूं, आपका जो एटीट्यूड है, आप किस तरीके से सोसाइटी में रहते हैं, लोगों के साथ आपका व्यवहार कैसे होता है, हाउ डू यू डील विद पीपल, हाउ डू यू डील विद with the environment that you're part of, whether it's a professional environment when you're working in a company, or you're with your friends, or with your relatives, or with your family. If you're able to have a balance of more positivity, and there could be a bit of negativity because we're human beings, होता है ना? जैसे एंगर होता है, जेलसी होती है. अगर आप उसको कम करने की कोशिश करते हुए, if you increase your positivity, for me that is spirituality. Now, when you become more and more positive, you also become spiritual from a God point of view. Then you start realizing that मेरा purpose क्या है? Is my purpose only to be good to the human beings who are around here, which is great. I'm working on that. ऐसे आप कहते हो. But then you can also go higher and say, I want to merge with the higher consciousness. That is also spirituality. When you get closer to God, or godliness. I believe that process जो होता है ना, when you meditate, आप आपका पाठ करते हो, स्तोत्र पठन करते हैं, आप प्रेयर्स करते हो, प्लस जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, you become good to other people. See, being good to other people, Surya, doesn't mean that कोई आपको कुछ भी कहे और निकल जाए, आप चुप रहें, ऐसे नहीं. You got to be respectful to people. I would say a soldier in our army is also spiritual because he protects us. He's good to us because he's protecting us. But somebody who hurts the country, he will also respond accordingly. But for me, that is also being spiritual. In what way? From at a level where he's respectful and good to people around him. For me, that is important. Then the second part comes in, where a person also starts wanting to get to know who is God or a goddess and get to, rise higher. That's why he'll go or she'll go to Kedarnath, or he or she will go to any place of worship, because they want to go closer to that higher being, that consciousness. That also is spirituality. This is my perspective.
Okay, so spirituality, what I take out from you, spirituality means knowing you better, yourself, basically. Knowing yourself better.
Yes, knowing yourself better and improving on yourself to become better. In corporate, हम जब भी workshops करते हैं, तो काफी सारे workshops में we do one exercise called the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis मतलब analysis करना है about your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So spirituality is in some way, like you said, getting to know yourself better. कि मेरे strengths क्या हैं, मेरे weaknesses क्या हैं, मुझे और अच्छा कैसे बनना है, opportunities क्या हैं और barriers क्या हैं. मुझे लगता है कि people who do that exercise become spiritual, and also they're able to grow in all the spheres of life.
Got it. So, sir, एक और चीज मेरे दिमाग में, like शिवा तो एक एनर्जी है, उसका कोई अपीयरेंस नहीं है. तो like आप जैसे पिक्चर्स में देखते हो या शिवलिंग देखते हो, तो that might be like कि वैसा हो भी सकता है और वैसा नहीं भी हो सकता है, like उनका अपीयरेंस. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि शिवा, आई थिंक इट्स अकल्पनीय, सो एनर्जी फॉर्म है, तो आपको क्या लगता है?
I feel that Shiva as such is an highly advanced yogi. He's a Mahayogi. And such entities जो होते हैं ना, Surya, these are energies, like we are also energies, but they can live or they can exist only in the form of energy, or they can also manifest themselves in the form. They have that strength. They have that the technique. So हम जब भी देखते हैं Shiva in the form of Jatadhari Shiva, Mahadev, that's a form, and it's true. At the same time, they don't have to stick to that form. They can be in the form of an energy, जो हमें दिखता नहीं है, but it is there. जैसे electricity होती है ना, electricity, you can't see electricity, right? But you can see it in the form, है ना? You'll see a bulb, you'll see the light, and you'll say, हाँ, this is electricity. Like when we say light चली गई है, मतलब क्या? Electricity is gone, right? Light आ गई है, so we say light आ गई. Actually, light आ गई नहीं, electricity आ गई है. Similarly, Shiva is the energy, but that energy can manifest itself, and it typically manifests itself in the form of that yogi, and so that we can see that and get inspired. अगर formless होता है, तो only advanced yogis can connect. जो हम बंदे हैं, we need to see something, right? So it's in both forms. Energy also होता है और form भी होता है. Shiva.
Okay. Okay, sir. सर, एक चीज जब मैं रिसर्च कर रहा था, तो मैंने एक चीज पाया कि लाइक नासा ने कैलाश पर्वत का एक पिक्चर क्लिक किया था, तो उसमें भगवान शंकर का पिक्चर टाइप दिख रहा था. मतलब एक्चुअली तो लाइक कोई नहीं बता सकता, पर इट्स लाइक ए शिवा. एंड मैंने सुना है कि कैलाश पर्वत पे भगवान से वो पिछले 21,000 सालों से मेडिटेट कर रहे हैं. मैंने ऐसा रिसर्च करके मैं, तो आपको क्या लगता है सर, क्या सच में कैलाश पर्वत पे लाइक यू माइट हैव बहुत बहुत बार ये क्वेश्चन आपने सुना होगा, तो मैं भी वही पूछना चाहता हूँ कि क्या भगवान शिव और पार्वती वास्तव में वहां पे हैं और मेडिटेट कर रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ?
Um, मेरा जो पर्सपेक्टिव है वो ऐसा है कि ये जो तत्व है ना, शिव तत्व, दिस एनर्जी, हम जिसको शिवा बोलते हैं, महादेव बोलते हैं, शंकर बोलते हैं ना, दिस एनर्जी इज नॉट लिमिटेड टू ओनली कैलाश. ये जो एनर्जी है, इट ट्रेवल्स अक्रॉस डिफरेंट सिविलाइजेशंस, डिफरेंट प्लैनेट्स, realms, planets, जहां पे ऐसे civilizations हैं. मेरा ये मानना है कि we are not the only people, right? Human beings are not the only forms of existence in this unending universe. But so this is my belief. When Shiva comes to Earth, there are certain spots where they feel most connected with to meditate, because these are advanced beings. They meditate, and that's why they will choose a place like Kailash, which has got something which makes them go deep into meditation. One more thing, remember, Surya, that time and space is different. So what you say is 21,000 years could be 1 year, because time and space is different. So for us, it is 21,000 years. Maybe for them, it is just 1 day, or it could be different. So I'm not getting into the mathematics of it. I have known yogis who can sit at one place for days, weeks, months, years, because at a point they lose the track of time and space. Oh my God, वो 10 दिन बैठ के उन्होंने साधना की, बट उनके लिए वो एक ही दिन था. They go beyond that time measurement. So yes, हम उनको जैसे एड्रेस करते शंकर भगवान, in the as that entity is the advanced being, is known to go and meditate. वो तो बहुत सालों से, हजारों सालों से वो ऐसे माना जाता है that he exists there, but also travels, is what I believe. इसीलिए nobody typically is allowed to, or nobody can climb the Kailash, because it is so powerful with the vibrations through the meditation that is done by that entity. And that entity is Mahadev, the Devon ka Dev. But मेरे हिसाब से one of the most advanced beings in yoga across the universe.
सर जैसे आपने फील किया था, लाइक वहां पे आप मेडिटेट कर रहे थे, तो आपको पता नहीं चला कि 3-4 घंटे कब बीत गए. सो इट्स लाइक दैट कि जो योगी वहां पे लाइक मेडिटेट करते होंगे, उनको पता नहीं चलता होगा कि कब 10 दिन बीत गए.
Simple example. You think, Surya, about a movie that is the most favorite of yours. कौन सा है? Can you tell me?
3 Idiots.
Okay. So when you're watching 3 Idiots, do you realize that movie is 3.5 hours? पता भी नहीं चलता ना? Isn't it? We say that, अरे पता भी नहीं चला यार, कैसे टाइम गुजर गया. That's exactly what I'm saying. But if something is really boring, आप बोलते हो साला 10 मिनट भी मैं बैठ नहीं सका. Or another simplest example is, like when I was a student, I enjoyed mathematics because the teacher was very good. I was not very good, but teacher was very good. So I enjoyed it. So I never realized that I'm sitting and doing mathematics for like 2 hours, doing my sums and etc. But when it came to history, even half an hour was a headache for me, because when you're completely involved in something, you lose track of time. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
when you do meditation and you're completely involved in it, you will not realize how time has passed. That's what I mean by time and space takes a different meaning when you're meditating. You don't realize that hour looks like a minute. When you get up, you're like, 1 hour I sat? I thought I just sat right now because you're in it completely. Yeah.
ओके ओके अच्छा मयूर सर लाइक मैंने थोड़ा सा कैलाश के बारे में सुना है कि जो अदर क्रिएचर्स या जो अदर रेल्म्स के क्रिएचर्स होते हैं वो उसको एयरपोर्ट की तरह यूज करते हैं और आपने लाइक बोला भी था कि यू हैव सीन सम लाइक आपने फेल्ट किया है कि लाइक अदर क्रिएचर्स और अदर रियल्म्स के क्रिएचर्स वहां पे एग्जिस्ट करते हैं तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए
Yeah. So talking about this Surya is as difficult as explaining to you the taste of water. If you ask me what is the taste of water, I will be completely stuck because how can I explain the taste of water? Water is not sweet. Water is not salty. Water is water. And that's the only drink fluid that can quench the thirst. And yet I can't explain. Na? Similarly, I can't explain to you in words. But I can tell you that beyond normal, the normal realm of human beings, there are other realms. And in those realms exist different energies. And these energies, if they're advanced, they can take forms or they can just be in the form of balls, light balls, which is what typically people encounter above the Mansarovar. And they take dips. Just like we take dips, they take dips. Are you getting my point? And
Yes,
I
sir.
think experience is the best teacher. So when you go there, or when I always say, go there and feel it. Don't go there with this feeling that I have to see these entities. It doesn't happen that way. You go and do your meditation. You feel the Mansarovar. You feel the divinity. And if you're blessed, if you're lucky, blessed we all are. But if you're lucky or you're at the right time at Mansarovar, you could see. It's like seeing a comet. You don't see it every day, right? But sometimes you just see a comet shooting or shooting star. Similarly, these are also enlightened beings in different realms, and they take the form of a light ball, a ball of light, and then they fall into the water and then they go back. They're advanced beings. I always believe where science has ended, spirituality starts. Physics and the laws of physics, what we have understood, is up to a point. Then there are other laws of physics which we still need to explore. So then when you see this, when you experience this, it goes beyond the laws of physics, right? It goes beyond the laws of our understanding. But then there are other realms. There are yogis who have defied the laws of physics. I know that there are Tibetan monks, they follow a particular technique. They use it to create heat in the body so much that even when they're seated in the snow, they start sweating profusely. मतलब can you imagine वो स्नो में बैठे हैं माइनस डिग्री में और उनको स्वेट हो रहा है कैसे that cannot be part of physics, right? Or a law, right? You're supposed to feel shivering, but then they chant certain mantras which have those vibrations which generate heat. It's just an example of to tell you that there are realms which we can't understand, but there are. You need to go and feel them, just as I felt them.
ओके सर आप वहाँ पे लाइक कई दिन रहे होगे आई गेस 4-5 दिन रहे होगे कैलाश मानसरोवर के पास तो मैंने सुना है कि वहाँ रात में लाइक मंत्रों की आवाज गूंजती है एंड डमरू लाइक साउंड आता है वहां से अगर आप उसको फील करो तो आपको ऐसा कुछ फील हुआ था
I did not feel Damru ka sound and all. I think kabhi, when you're meditating, you visualize that. And the memory of the sound gets activated. जैसे अगर आपने किसी म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट को सुना, आप घर पे ही हो, आपको मेमोरी जागृत होते हैं कि हाँ यार मैं वहां पे गया था तो ये बिकॉज यू हर्ड सम से ढोल ताशा आप सुनते हो तो अदर मेमोरीज गेट अवेकन ऑफ मे बी यू अटेंडिंग अ वेडिंग एंड वहां पे भी ढोल ताशा था सो कनेक्ट हो जाता है सिमिलरली समटाइम्स दीज थिंग्स हैपन लिटरली आई डोंट थिंक दैट इट इज फॉर मी इट डिडंट हैपन लिटरली में कि मैंने डमरू सुना एंड ऑल ऐसे थोड़ी कैलाश में कोई डमरू लेके बजा रहा है And बजा भी रहा है तो we can't literally listen that way because the sound of the breeze is a lot and it's beautiful.
सर एक और चीज, लाइक आपको नागास के बारे में काफी कुछ पता है. सो इट इज अ डिफरेंट रेस फ्रॉम ह्यूमन. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में बताइए. हु आर दे, वो कहाँ से आए थे, एंड व्हाई दे आर ओनली इन साउथ इंडिया.
देखो, Nagas definitely are not human beings. They are a different being. I can't call them a creature. Like we are all creatures we are creatures. But Nagas are beings. I would call them kind of alien beings. But there was a time, Surya, where they used to rule. Rule will be a bigger word. Maybe they used to command their existence in a particular part of Earth. In India, that part was southern part. And that Kshetra was known as Parshuram Kshetra. It seems Parshurama had given them the freedom to live there because he was himself a sage. But remember that Nagas are not only confined to Earth, to India. Naga beings are also known to be existing in other parts of the world. And they are highly spiritual. They probably, I feel, not probably, I feel they're from a different planet. But they have connected long time back with the earthly beings. And there was a time where the human beings took over the Parshuram Kshetra. They started ruling, and the Nagas, they backtracked. They went back. Either they went back somewhere or they went into their own realms on earth. And they sometimes show themselves in the form of a Naga, in the form of a, जो होता है ना नाग का जो हुड होता है. And they are typically seen as, if you see them, they'll typically come across as a very broad head or hood and a very small, thick body, but not very long, maybe 3.5, 4 feet. So these beings, they still exist on Earth, but they don't, they don't hurt us or they don't come in our way of what we do. But it is also said that they were disrespected because उनका जो स्थान था उनको वहां से निकाल दिया and human beings started ruling. ऐसे माना जाता है. So they have in that they have also given sharp or a curse to some. ऐसे माना जाता है कि उस क्षेत्र में जो रहते हैं उनके families, generations down, they've been affected. That's why long time back the human beings realized it, and that's why they do Naga Puja, Naga Pratishtha. मतलब वापस उनको मान सम्मान देते हैं, so that वो जो शाप है कि हमको निकाला, now you will have to face the result of it. ऐसे जो एक था, that slowly goes away. तो एक उदाहरण, so these are beliefs, right? So somebody watching may say ये क्या है, but this is a belief, and I believe in that. So there are certain families who are not able to procreate, and कभी-कभी इसे माना जाता है कि वो नाग दोष है. So there is a temple in the south called Subramanyam.
Yes.
And वहां पे तो नाग पूजा, नाग दोष का निवारण होता है. And that's the entirety of it. They're beings, they were not given the respect. It had its negative effect on the people. Now the people are saying sorry. जो दोष है हमारे पे, वो we will get it off. And it's not us. हमारे जो पूर्वज है, maybe thousands of years back, वहां से वो आता रहा है. ऐसे माना जाता है. And remember that you can't just see them. It's not like, hey, मुझे वो नाग को देखना है, ऐसे नहीं है. They can disappear. They can be invisible in the sense they can be just energy. Sometimes they will show themselves as well, right? So it's a very deep subject, frankly, but it's true. It's true. वैसे नाग है, वैसे there are other देवतास as well, सूर्य. हम जब भी गांव जाते तो अलग अलग देव होते हैं, beings होते हैं, and you have to respect them.
एक और चीज सर, 18 से 25 की जो एज होती है वो बहुत क्रूशियल हो जाती है. लाइक काफी कुछ चल रहा होता है एवरी पर्सपेक्टिव से, लाइक लाइफ के गोल्स, रिलेशनशिप गोल्स और भी बहुत सारी चीजें. सो इन सब चीजों में स्पिरिचुअलिटी कहाँ आता है, और हाउ कैन समवन लाइक अस, लाइक 18 से 25 जो एज के लोग हैं, वो इस चीज को अटेन कर सकते हैं, लाइक अपने स्पिरिचुअलिटी से अपने गोल्स को अचीव कर सकते हैं. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत बताइए.
I think that's a very good question, Surya. Today's youngsters between 18 and 25, मैं तो कहता हूँ between 18 and 35, these youth, this group of people in that age, having ambition is very important. Having a goal is very important. But many times what happens, Surya, is in the pursuit of achieving the goals, we end up getting very stressed out. These youngsters as well. It's become very competitive, right? Everywhere there is competition. That puts a lot of pressure and stress. And many times they're not able to handle failures. They don't know what to do if they fail. What will people say? What will happen to my life? I have so many ambitions. I'm not done well, or I've done well, but somebody's done better. In that, spirituality plays a role because it calms you down. Spirituality, in the sense of what is, I would call it practicing a little bit of yoga, doing a bit of pranayam. What it does is it not only calms you, it also makes you balanced. Spirituality balances your mind. I think spirituality, in fact, goes a step ahead and transforms your attitude towards life. It makes you understand, it makes you mature to deal with a failure. It improves your analytical thinking. It makes you analyze a situation better. So, for example, if somebody fails, and if you've been practicing yoga, if you're doing some sort of meditation, if you're connected that way spiritually, your way of dealing with the failure will be different. You will not suddenly cry and you will not go into depression. No, you will say, okay, what may have caused the failure? And what can I do so that next time I don't fail? Or what can I do to improve myself better or make myself better? That is where spirituality helps. It enhances your spirit of positivity. And I believe that's why youngsters like you and me, hopefully, we should spend some time in a day to do something which can calm the mind, which can balance the mind, which can inspire the mind, which can bring more maturity in the mind. And that something is, according to me, connected to yoga, meditation. Even can I add one more thing, which is for me very spiritual, is creative thinking, creativity. You know, this painting, I just created this. Now, I'm not trying to show off, but I'm telling you, these activities that I do is also part of calming the mind. While I'm doing the painting, my mind is calmer, makes me more mature as well. So, yeah.
So, sir, like where to start and how to start? Like the age like us don't know where to start and how do they practice these and what to practice. So, where to start basically?
When you get up in the morning, typically what do? Typically, you'll go to you'll do your daily chores, right? Your bath, etc. You brush your teeth. But when you take a bath, after you take a bath, you feel fresh, no? You feel good. You feel happy. Like you feel fresh and happy. Similarly, just as your body needs the bath, your mind also needs a bath of good vibrations. So, simple thing that you can do is when you wake up in the morning, after you take a bath, sit still without moving. Whether you sit on a chair or you sit down, completely your choice. And do some pranayam. That is, inhale as deep as you can through your nose, hold your breath maybe for 4-5 seconds, and then slowly release the breath. Simple pranayam will enhance oxygen. It'll refresh your brain working. You'll start feeling positive. That's one, pranayam. How many times can you do it? When you sit, do it at least 10 times, 10 breathings. Inhale, hold for 5 seconds, and exhale through your nose. Believe you me, that is an excellent way to start off your day. Along with it, which we do in our sessions, we talk about is Om vibrations. The chanting of Om vibrations can also vibrate all the systems inside your body. In fact, vibrate the cells of the body. So how do you, now that in another podcast we can talk about, but Om vibration chanting can also be something that you can do. Either you can do both or do one of them. At least start with some deep breathing, because that will enhance the oxygenation process in your body and your mind. And that can really help in planning, execution of whatever that you want to do for the day or for the week as well.
ओके ओके गॉट
Yep.
इट सर. जो भी लोग देख रहे होंगे बेसिकली मुझे समझ आया कि क्या करना है. सर मैंने मेडिटेशन के बारे में सुना था, लाइक रणवीर से और भी कुछ पॉडकास्ट देखे कि यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन योर ब्रीथ, ट्राई टू लाइक अपने आंख बंद करके और फोकस करो अपने ब्रीथ पे, क्योंकि हमारा दिमाग इधर उधर भागता है. मैंने ट्राई भी किया पर मेरे से हो नहीं पाया. दैट्स द डिफरेंट थिंग. पर मैं प्राणायाम ट्राई करूंगा.
Sure. Give it a try. Breathing तो सब लोग करते ही हैं. Just don't have to over focus on the breathing. Just do the breathing. Let the oxygen get inside your body more. Let it act inside your body. And the more you do it, slowly आपका जो मन है ना वो नियंत्रित हो जाएगा. वो यहाँ वहाँ नहीं भागेगा. It's called training of your mind. So धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा.
सर एक और चीज, लाइक गुरु का लाइफ में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस होता है. तो मेरे हिसाब से जितने भी लोग आपको सुन रहे हैं और जितना लोगों ने आपको सुना है, तो यू हैव अ गुरु. सो हाउ टू फाइंड ए राइट गुरु फॉर यू who can help you in your spiritual journey, basically?
A guru is somebody who helps you to overcome your barriers and attain your goals. Okay? A guru could be in a professional life. A guru could be in sports. A guru is basically a teacher. But spiritually, हम उसको उनको teacher नहीं बोलते. We call that entity a guru. That entity who can take away the darkness and show more light. And therefore, spiritually, I believe it's not the way to, find a guru. You can't search for a guru. Professionally, you may search for somebody who's a great teacher. But spiritually, you have to only pray that you're blessed with an entity who is a guru and who can come into your life and guide you. But you can't, I personally don't think it's possible to, somebody saying, I'm going to Dwarka. Why? To the temple? Yes, but I want to search for a guru. Or after that, if I don't get anybody, I'll go to Himalayas, Rishikesh. Why? Because I want to search. You can't do searching like that. You have to pray and the guru will come to you. Sometimes it takes days, years, months, or lives as well. And it's not like you have to feel stressed that, oh, I don't have a guru. Oh, gurus are there. You have to learn things from them. So there are certain entities today who preach, right? Who share their knowledge. You can pick it up. You can read books. Like for me, before my guru came into my life, I used to learn a lot from Swami Vivekananda's writings. So in some sense, he's also my guru. But जो personal guru होते हैं, जैसे my guru is there, that happens with the blessings. So people ask me, can I also get a guru? I say, I'll pray for you. That's the only way you can be blessed with a guru. You can't go and, go on a Google search for a guru.
Okay. Like my last question from you is, how can I or someone who is watching you who can like enlightenment हो सकते हैं शिवा से और worship कर सकते हैं? What's the easiest way?
The easiest way to worship Shiva, I would say, is to be able to bring a lot of clarity with respect to how you're behaving with people around you in a very positive way, how you're planning your life that you're leading professionally, personally, socially, bringing clarity in that. And at the base, spending some time in transforming yourself spiritually by practicing yoga. And maybe with all this, if you can say something like Om Namah Shivaya, that itself will get you closer to Shiva.
सर मैंने आपका वो रिंग था ना, लाइक बेल जो था, वो जब मैंने सुना था आई कैन लाइक वो बहुत ही लाइक आई गॉट गूज बम्प्स उस टाइम पे जब मैं सुन रहा था। उसकी जो वाइब्रेशंस एनर्जी थी वो सच में बहुत ही अट्रैक्टिव। एक बार बस सर आप वो मंत्र एक बार जटाकटा अगर आप अपने मुंह से बोल दीजिए।
Sure, I will. In fact, that is the way I would like to say thank you to you and to all the viewers by chanting this particular shloka.
Yes, sir.
Om Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Bhavani Shankaraya Namaha Om Jata Kata Hi Sambhraman Brahmanti Limpa Nirjhari Vilollavichi Vallari Virajamana Murthani Dhagat 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 Jwalalla Patta Pavake Kishora Chandra Shekhare Rati Pratikshanam Mama Om Namah Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadev.
Mahadev. So that's all for today's podcast, and thank you so much Mayur sir for taking out some time and joining me here. Part 2 जल्दी आएगा, उसमें हम अघोरीज की बात करेंगे और थोड़ा डीप डाइव करेंगे अघोरीज के बारे में, और भी कुछ मयूर सर से पूछना है पर आज उनके पास थोड़ा टाइम क्रंच है, तो इसलिए that's all for today's podcast.
Thank you very much, Surya. Wish you all the best, and I hope the knowledge through these conversations that has come up or come out will reach more people.
Yes sir, thank you so much sir. और so thank you so much guys for watching this episode. So stay tuned and subscribe to this channel for more amazing content like this. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Also let me know whom you want to see as a next guest on the podcast.